May and Gold Month, and we are so delighted. Of course, we couldn't be celebrating without Anthony Palercio and Michael Anthony Jewelry. And we are now going to go to one of the pieces that I know you all love, anything that Anthony does in crosses, because you collect his religious pieces. This is actually a tri-color cross, and first time since selling out back in December, Anthony.
I lost my sample, though.
Here you go. You can have mine.
Yeah.
There you go. And we have it on the Clio neck, which is coming out.
And this is also just a magnificent, magnificent piece because it's made using CAD, which is computer-aided design. So it gives us the opportunity to use the gold in exactly every area that's necessary. The diamond cutting is also white rhodium, so when you see it in person, and the actual image of Christ is solid rose gold. And very few manufacturers even invest in being able to make rose gold because you need a whole separate amount of material just in the rose. But here again, if you were looking for a confirmation cross, a communion cross, a Mother's Day cross, we actually have it on the Clio link chain, and we're gonna be bringing that back to you in a little bit. But wait till you see, these are miniature sculptures.
Wow, that's amazing.
You know, and throughout the years, jewelry to me has always been an art. But the more you invest in the original model, the more beautiful the pieces. And what I've learned throughout the years is the more I invest in the model, the easier it is to produce, and the less rejects you get along the way. So that became the icing on the cake for us as manufacturers. So we enjoyed this privilege throughout the years, but it was only because we committed ourselves to that type of manufacturing.
Well, and it is art. I mean, this is artistry. I will remind you, this sold out in December at $79. We're doing it for $69.95 for real gold. Not only real gold, but tri-color gold. $23 and change on your charge card to get it home. And I remember years ago, one of my favorite things, I love working with Anthony because we're good friends, but I always loved, even when I very first came here, now 18 years ago in April that I came to HSN, and one of the first people that I worked with on air was Anthony, and I loved working with him because he would tell me these stories of when he started in the industry as a bench jeweler. And I always remember this, and Anthony would say to me, he said, as a bench jeweler, I would repair things that people would bring in, and he said, you know, I repaired more gold crosses, and I said, well, oh, that's interesting, Anthony. Why would gold crosses wear out before? And he goes, they didn't, Connie. He goes, it would be someone's grandmother's cross or their great-grandmother's. Yeah, and he said, it wasn't only for their lifetime, it was for somebody else's. So, yeah.
And the manufacturer didn't pay as much attention as I do to the wear point. The other thing I wanted to say is I have a cousin, her name is Rita Ann, with our husband John. And